Hi guys, my name is Jeremy Fermo, and on May 14th, we are throwing our first race, Shannon's Run 5K, 10K over in Orange, Texas. This is going to be in the old historic district, and the run is named after Shannon Larson. This is our friend that we've gotten to know even better the last couple of months. We've interviewed him, and in this series, we're going to share snippets from those interviews with y'all. Hopefully, it'll let you know a little bit more about Shannon and a little bit more about his brain cancer story.
Found out I had brain cancer January 22nd, of 2001, and that'll be a year ago tomorrow. Uh, yeah, it was kind of scary. I mean, obviously, but I presented with a seizure. Went to work that day and wasn't feeling well. I was a teacher at Vincent Middle School at the time. I just felt like I had food poisoning. I really didn't want to go in, but I had grades to do. So I went on in and finished my grades and called in a substitute. Went home and then began having symptoms like food poisoning. I was nauseous. I was throwing up all day and weak. And so, yeah, that's how it started. And then that afternoon, I started actually feeling better. And my mom had picked me up from the house because she didn't want me by myself. And so I felt better that afternoon. And I called Jamie, my wife Jamie, and said, "Come pick me up." And I was kind of in a panic. And she was like, "Hey, I can't right now. You know, she was going to pick up our daughter Maggie, which was like 2.5 or 3 years old at the time. And so I insisted. It was a good way of, I think it was God's way of just alerting me to alert somebody else. And so I began having a seizure in my right leg and foot. And I'd never had that before, so I couldn't explain it. But my right leg was rising against my body and jerking, and I eventually passed out. And but because my wife was on the phone and my brother was upstairs at the time, he was off that day, and he heard me. And then, man, it's like a TV screen going off, you know. I mean, my field of vision just eventually got smaller and I went out. So I was out for about 45 minutes and I wake up to the ambulances being there and trying to wake me up and things. Getting put on a gurney and going into the hospital. And then once I was at the hospital, they did testing, a CAT scan, CT scan first. And then they did a lung x-ray and all this, and just to tell me, hey man, you got about a golf ball sized tumor in the back of your brain, you know, so we need to address it. And so I said, let's go for it, you know. I mean, I was like thankful that they found something, because I didn't know, you know, why I experienced what I experienced, and I didn't want to experience that anymore. It was odd the way it happened. I was 28 at the time, and all my family, you know, what I thought of my family was here locally in Beaumont. So I could only think about my grandma that was alive, and she was bedridden, and I didn't want my whole family to be focused on me while she's suffering and everything. So I was ready to have it in Beaumont. And then ultimately, Dr. Ian Angel said, hey, I've prayed about your surgery, and I think you'd be better served at MD Anderson. And so it's kind of the way I look at it, a lot of my story, I've found miracles all the way through it. I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe they would have done a good job. Maybe Dr. Ian Angel would have been fine. But the way it works out, I've had to have a total of 5 craniotomies. And so it was good. I got established with a well-known, world-known hospital in MD Anderson. So that's how it all started.